Hi everybody, so I am post-op day 13 and doing really well. For those of you who don't know, I had a lumbar spinal fusion, S1 to L3, so 3 levels, and I had a 360, so A-lift and P-lift, and I'm doing really well. I wanted this video to be the things that I think you can do before the surgery to help, and then the hospital stay, the things that help me, and also just what I'm using right now to help. The number one thing that I can say is before the surgery, get in shape. If you have enough time to exercise and work on some different things, please take that time to do that. You know, sometimes I think we have an inclination to say, hey, I'm gonna have back surgery, you know, I'm about to enter a realm where I'm not going to be able to do much of anything or whatever, and so I'm just going to, you know, be lazy or feel sorry for myself, which, believe me, I did some of that. I'm human just like anyone else, but also I'm going to eat whatever I want, all of those kind of things, and really you need to approach this as something that you're going into where you want to be prepared for it. So I have been a weightlifter for 17 years. I already had that going for me. I've power lifted for 2. I have very strong muscles in my body. But for anyone going for the back surgery, you can do so much, you know, without ever having that experience or that background. The 2 things I would tell you to do is work on your arm strength and your leg strength, squats. I know a lot of people will have back injuries and things that prevent them before the surgery from doing that, but if there's anything that you can do to go in the gym and just work on your leg strength, whether it's sitting and doing leg extensions or, you know, anything that's non-impact, it will help you. And also, if you work on your arm strength, your triceps, biceps, because you're gonna have to use your arms to push yourself up, and you're going to have to use them to pull yourself. I am without a walker or a cane. I haven't used one since about 3 or 4 days ago. So I'd say 7 to 8 days post-op I stopped using the walker for the most part. And I can now sit down and I can get myself back up and basically using my legs. Super helpful. Also, cardio, you can do some cardio, you know, just work on your endurance because you're going to need it. You will not have as much strength or energy afterwards, but if you were already in good shape, believe me, it's going to help your recovery go so much faster. Prep your house. So look through your house and see if there's anything you can do where maybe you don't have a clear path for that walker. So remove, you know, like area rugs and things like that you think are going to be in your way. And also you want to just make sure that you have like your setup. Usually you'll get a chair that's a shower chair slash potty chair, whatever. But you can also look at other ones that you think would be better. My mom bought me one that was super comfortable, a lot more comfortable than the other ones. So it's really entirely up to you on how you want to do that. So the hospital stay, I just want to cover that. I don't want to go in too much detail of what it was for me because it's different for everyone. But the most common thing I'm going to tell you is first time that you have to move and to get up, it's going to be, you know, a shock. You've got hardware back there, you have incisions, you have things going on. You're on pain medication, it's manageable. It's just a matter of moving, and you've got to move through it. So your body is essentially asleep. You know, you've been in surgery for a long time, and you'll be prone, you know, laying in the bed for a while, and everything in your body needs to wake up. Your bowels, your circulatory system, that's what I meant. But all of those things, in my mind, I kept thinking I need to wake my body up. And because the more blood flow that you can get through your body, the more it's going to go and heal your body. And also, when you've been in surgery that long, you're swollen, you're retaining a lot of fluid. I mean, I felt like the Michelin Man. I had so much fluid on my body. And so you want to get up and move around. And even if it's just to get out of the bed and, go to the door of your room and then come back, do it. Even when you feel bad. When I felt the worst, meaning pain or, just that general sick feeling in the hospital, that's when I would get up and move. I just felt like, hey, this is the time I need to get up and tell my body that it needs to do its work and get rid of the extra fluid and start healing itself. And believe me, it worked. I was up walking, anywhere from 5 to 8 times a day. And it was the most helpful thing that I did. Another thing, I made a mistake one day and sat in a chair for a long, long period of time. And it's not bad to sit in the chair, and the physical therapy people will come and tell you to sit, but you want to get your feet up because you're retaining so much fluid. If you can keep your legs and your feet up, then it's going to help you so much more to reduce that. So that was very helpful. And drink a lot of water. That's pretty much the only other thing I had for the hospital stay is that you're not going to be hungry. I didn't hardly eat anything for about a week. And so you're going to want to pick that one thing that, you can take your pills with. At the hospital, they have popsicles and they have Jell-O, and so that's pretty much the standard. But every day I would order an apple, and because you also want fiber, and it would take me an entire day if I even could get it done in a day to eat an apple. But I don't know, it was very comforting for me to eat that apple because I was getting the fiber, and then it had enough moisture to it that I could swallow it, because your mouth and everything will be dry. And so that was what I did, and I had some Jell-O and things like that. But just keep in mind that's something that you're going to want to have. So with that being said, I wanted to go over some of the things that I have found to be really helpful as far as clothing and things like that. Okay, so I wanted to go over some of the things that helped me in the hospital that I was glad that I had. So one thing that I was glad I had was some lip balm. Your lips and your throat and everything are going to be really dry. This is just one of my favorites, so just bring your one that you like. Also peppermint. I didn't have it with me. I wish I had, but the kind that you get at Christmas. Not like the stuff that you buy, that's chalky, because your throat is going to be really dry, and that'll just help a lot. Also, you want to bring some comfortable shoes. So you have to have shoes that have backs on them. These are by Roxy. These are the ones that I brought, but you can do slippers or anything like that. These have some fleece on the inside. You're going to have compression socks on already. And the only thing the hospital is going to give you is those socks that they're scratchy and they have the tread on it. So you don't want to wear those. After a couple of days, you're going to be able to put your own clothes on, and you're going to want to get rid of that hospital gown. In the meantime, though, I will tell you that this cardigan that I had was awesome because it goes long enough that that it covered the back of the gown, because your gown opens in the back. And so I could just put this on and then walk the halls with the cardigan on, and it kept me warm. And hospitals sometimes can be really cold, so that's something you need to be prepared for. As far as your own clothes go, these joggers, I brought 2 or 3 pairs of joggers that have the cuffs on the bottom, and that was very helpful because you don't want anything that's going to drag the floor or get your foot caught on, because when you first get out of the surgery, it's something that you're going to have to learn how to kind of walk and maneuver with while you push the jogger. Another thing that I did that was really great for me is the clothes that I brought. I sprayed them with my favorite scent, which I think this is Jazz Club by Replica. But hospital smell, you know, all the disinfectant, everything that goes on for a day. I mean, you just want to have things there that are going to give you comfort. And when I would put this on with that scent on it, it really was very comforting to me to have that. And then you also want to bring your own pillows, and I didn't have a blanket. I wish I had kind of brought my own blanket, because the blankets on the hospital beds are also, you know, kind of scratchy and not the best. But if you think about bringing your own really soft blanket and pillows, and I was glad that I had a real flat pillow, because you're going to be sitting, you know, you're not sitting, but you're going to be in the bed, and so you just want something that's kind of going to give you some neck support and not anything that's going to boost you up too far. So that was super great. So once I got home, then there's a few things that have been amazing to help me. The first thing is the grabber. You definitely want one of these. Now, in the hospital, physical therapy they'll offer you one. Like we're gonna offer me a kit. They said it was cost $40. I had like a shoehorn and all those kind of things. I just said no, thank you. My mom actually got me this. It's amazing, and I can do everything I need to do, including put my shoes on, because I can use the bottom here, and then pull the backs on. And I also bought 2 pairs of slip-on sneakers, which these are one. And then I have some Adidas, but definitely get yourself one or two pairs of sneakers where it's not lace up, where you can actually slip them on for your walks. And then this is actually an ice pack, and ice packs feel amazing on your back. So we got this one off of Amazon, and it just has Velcro, and then it wraps around you. This has been wonderful. And then we also got this this wedge off of Amazon. It's made of memory foam, and so the only thing you're going to really be able to do is you can sit with your brace on. Not everybody's going to have a brace like this. They'll usually probably won't have this leg cuff that's like my gun holster. But they won't have anything like that. They may just have this part. But you're either going to be laying down, or you're going to be sitting with this thing on, or you're going to be walking. And so laying down, this is really, unless you already have a bed that, you know, moves, most people don't, then this thing has been absolutely wonderful. And then this is a TENS unit, and the TENS unit is very helpful too when you're having maybe a muscle spasm or something like that. I have a lot of muscle spasms. It's from having a lot of muscle before the surgery, and so, you know, just wearing this a little bit each day when I'm having that has been amazing. You know, you want to have something too each day when you get home to occupy your mind with. On the walks, I've found podcasts to listen to, and that's something I never had time for, because I'm like a work crazy person. Work. I would always hit the gym at 3:30 in the morning, you know, go all day. So in a way, this has been a great experience for me to kind of slow down. I guess you could look at it that way, but just taking the time to listen to things I never had the time to listen to before. Right now we're going to do Christmas decorations as sort of a little task thing, you know, just different things each day. Before you go for surgery, have something in your fridge that's made up that you're going to want to eat. Like my mom made us some chili, and so we had that in the freezer, and so I would have a little bit of that, or some soup, or just anything that's a comfort food for you. If you have that already ready when you come home, it is wonderful. In the hospital, you're going to want also moisturizer. So, you know, hand cream or cuticle cream, facial moisturizer for your face. Us women, you know, we might have a nighttime routine, so bring some of that with you if you want. That's pretty much all that I have for this video. I hope this is helpful for you. I'll have another video coming up on, you know, just progress that I've made and anything else that I can think of that maybe I've left out. But if you have any questions or anything, then, you know, shoot them my way, and I'm more than happy to try to answer anything that you might have. So with that being said, thanks for watching.